everybody doing? It's afternoon. Okay, just wanted to kind of show that I got the new, what am I working on here? DBX-10 Rocket. Got the new slipper clutch in, and what I wanted to do was just kind of measure before I put it in what the distance is between the bearing and the end of the nut right there. Okay, and I am reading 7.32 millimeters. And this one I had cranked out to 11, so, and it still wasn't working. So we'll go ahead and, like I said, I don't know if I got a problem with the rear differential or what, but I do know that the new one does not ship with the set screw. So you need to take that out of your old one and we'll put it in the new one. I thought about taking this thing apart so I could see, because I can't see any obvious signs of wear. I took the other one out. And just looking at it, I mean, it looks fine. Yeah, I don't really see anything. Nothing that stands out. So, and on this drive shaft, just like on the Pirate, there is a flat spot that your set screw goes into. So you're going to want to make sure, that you got it on the flat spot. And got our drive shaft there. Trying to think, what did I do with my screws? And what did I do with, I think that piece went in the back. No, that goes over the top. Okay, so the drive shaft is going to roll out. And we should just be able to screw that thing back into the bottom. And I believe those are 2 mil. And they do screw into plastic, so no Loctite. I hope I can get that drive shaft back in. Without having to take this back off. Flip it back over, and I bet I'm not going to be able to do that. Nope. Crapola. Okay. and you can't just loosen the slipper clutch and push it back, because it's sitting right up against that bearing anyway. So that means we're going to have to loosen this bottom back up. And then try to hold that drive shaft in place while we put screws in it. That ought to be entertaining. So if I can get it to hold its position, which might not be too bad. It does go down in that thing. Oh, come on, man. Go in there for me. I'm gonna turn that the other way. This is one of those times where you need more than two hands. So that bearing rides down into that. Okay, so that's down in there. And the trick is to keep it in here so you can at least get a couple screws in. Or at least one. Okay, I'm missing a screw. I'll get these in and then I'll look around. Man, I knocked it onto the floor. I'm kind of looking down there. I don't see it. Yeah, those back ones, the two back ones, they don't really tighten up that tight. I'm looking for that screw that fell out. Okay, let me look on the floor. Well, I am not seeing it. Of course, it's tiny, it's black, and who knows where it could have bounced off to. Okay, well, let's get my pack of screws, and we'll just put another one back in there. I don't think it was all that long. Yeah, it'll probably turn up when I clean up this desk, table. Okay, so then we got this little doohickey right here. It's just a little cap, and it goes over top of where that bearing sits down in there. And then we'll have this piece, and it goes kind of right here. And I think it goes up. No, this goes down underneath. Actually, let's look at me. How does it go? Oh, okay, I see. It goes like so, sitting down. There's a recessed area right here, and that's where the gear will sit down in. I'm trying to figure out. I got 1, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I got. trying to remember where these went to. I don't see anything else missing. Well, let's put a couple in here and just kind of hold it down. You know, I probably ought to test this before I go through the trouble of putting all these screws back in here. Well, I got them 2 really long screws, and I am kind of baffled at the moment where they go. Oh, duh. That's are the these long ones here. These here are for the back for it to flip up. Okay, let me grab a battery. Oh, there's the missing screw. Found it. Okay, now, is this going to work? Yeah, it's still doing the same thing. Yeah, I know I gotta replace that wheel, but okay, well, I think at this point, that diff is new. The rear diff in this thing is new. But I think what I'm going to have to do is take it out. I'm just kind of wondering if something's up with it, because that clutch looks like it's screwed in pretty tight, but the back end just doesn't sound good. So, well, let's see what else we got to do. Well, I went ahead and took it back off. Here is the original differential, and I mean, it feels fine. The problem is I'm kind of forgetting how I took this off, so I'm just going to go ahead and take the back tire off. With a spare tire. I'm pretty sure I did.
The whole thing just
I thought I had videoed that the first time I did it, but apparently I did not. And those are some really long screws that are going through there, so I'm guessing I probably did. See if it's just these 4 screws. Excuse me, that hold the spare tire thing on. Yep, that's it. 4 screws. Alright, so I'm going to set that over there with these 4 screws so I know where those came from. Okay, now we need to take off what? It looks like a clamshell, but I can't tell where the crease is. And I really don't want to take off more crap than I got to. So I should, see, those are the lower arms. And that may, but I don't see, I'm looking for a crack down here in the bottom, a seam. I'm not seeing anything. Let me grab a flashlight. So there. There are 2 screws in the front here by the slipper, which I'm probably going to have to take that back off. So let's go ahead and pull that off. I'm not positive that's going to come off yet, but it's just the 1 set screw. Okay, so let's see here. There are 2 screws down here on the bottom that go in there, so let's see what those do. These may not do anything. And hold that back plate on. Yeah, I bet you that thing splits in half. I vaguely remember taking these lower control arms off, or these lower bars right there. I vaguely remember taking those off, but yeah, well, I guess we're just going to take things apart, guys. I need a very small, looks to be about a 3, box 3 or whatever you want to call that. There's a box 4. And there's a box 5. Maybe it's a 4. Nope, must be a box 5. That's a 5.5. Yep, that'll work.
It's a clear sign. I had this apart. Holy crap. Very clear sign I had this apart. It also goes to show you how good this lube was.
Okay, so that,
But I gotta check that little, see, it looks like it's all right now. Look at all those boxes.
apparently, no, I don't need to take those off. I can loosen them, but I don't need to take them off. Let's see here. This rear sway bar has got to come off. Okay. So we got the sway bar, and I'm thinking, if we just take off. All right, so I think what I want to try to do is, I've got the bottom part loose here, and I mean, I guess I could drop the shocks, but with that sway bar in place, it's going to limit the movement. So let's look at taking, I'm trying to see if there's any other screws here. I don't see. Well, I see those going into that housing. And yeah, let me tip you guys up here a little bit because I kind of keep holding it up in the air. The problem I'm also going to have, well, okay, so let's go ahead and release these. Great. Stripped. Well, that's going to suck if those are stripped. Let's see here. See if this is even spinning. Damn. Okay, can I get a pair of vice grips onto the end of that? Well, let's see if the other one's stripped. Well, I'm kind of wondering now, did they Loctite those in there? Let me get a pair of vice grips. Hopefully they'll be, the head will be small enough to clamp onto it to try to turn it. I'll grab a Nipix. I don't think I have a, I don't have a, yeah, that's gonna be about the same. Okay, well, let's see if we can use these Nipix to grab a hold of that. I think that's turning. Can't tell. Yeah, it's turning out. And yes, those are Loctited in. No biggie. I got more screws here, so. Okay. Got those free. Go ahead and take the axles out.
So it is those 2 screws there.
Okay.
This
So with that, we could.
that works. So this
Well, it looks.
little thing there, this little block. How's that stand on?
Okay. What do I want to take off next? There are 2 screws right here. One here, one there. It looks like
Oh, those are
this
screws. It's 'cause they're dirty.
plate here.
Oh, okay. Those literally, those are screws.
Let's go ahead and release the bottom of the shocks. I think this tool is junk.
Look at that.
I just bought
I'm
this.
just gonna look at this, just because. I probably should tuck that through.
I think my tool is stripped.
I knew that had to come off somehow. I thought for some reason, it didn't look like, it looked like plastic. It didn't look like a screw. 'Cause everything was all together. And not that I even need to take this piece off,
Alright, get the shocks off.
because taking this off, I'm sure it's gonna
And we'll see where that takes us.
leave that,
Ugh. Not-
C block open. Well, I'm just gonna look. Let's see what we're looking at here. David Smith, what's going on, guy?
Okay, let's get this screw out so it don't flop out and I'm not being able to find it. Okay, so we got that, we got that. Alright, so the whole bottom is off. We'll just kind of set that aside. And now it looks like it does split kind of up the middle.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and see if we can drive this one out.
So, I do need some type of a,
Still ain't coming apart, so
look into,
we also have, looks like these 4. Yep, there it is. That is it. Okay. Let's grab some paper towels. And check this diff out. Yeah, that thing's spinning just fine
I need a bigger jig.
as well. So if you see, I mean, let's compare it to the original one. Feels about the same. Actually, the original one feels a little less notchy. Let's look down in here, because we have a gear. Does it go more than one way? No, it only goes one way. So if you look down in there, it's going to teeth go on the right side. Okay, well, I don't see anything sticking out That's a major red flag.
These are all the individual
This
Muhammad
bearing
here.
in the front here feels fine.
I need, think,
So if we put the original one back in,
right there. With those screws, and I think I can just reuse the metal.
I'm kind of seeing if it
All box of Muhammad.
goes down in there a certain way,
You need a,
or if there's like a notch or something. I'm really just not seeing anything. So if we put the cover back on,
I don't think this is cheap. This diff is just already. This diff is already there.
man, that thing sits in there awful loose though,
I wouldn't say that's cheap.
which is kind of a concern.
It's the same tooth.
Yeah, if you look, see how that's moving around?
This one's just DXB.
I mean, it kind of feels like there should be something else in here
This one's got more miles.
to hold that.
It's already kind of where I think I want my center diff to be. That means I won't have to break open.
So what I'm looking at is to see if this thing goes down a particular way. And the only thing it spins is the gear. Oh, duh. I kind of need the bearings off of the original one. Well, that's probably not good. It's probably going to need some bearings. I'll show you here in a sec. Okay. Here's the bearing and the face of it. Let's see if the other one's like that. Can't get it off. Get my knife. See if we can get in behind it. I am blinded now. Okay, so that bearing does not have, looks like the, no, it looks okay. Looks the same on both sides. Okay, so that's in there. And I need another paper towel. And I will get my grease. Put a little bit of grease in there before we put that cap back on. And where did I put the cap? Oh, here it is. And this is what I use. It's waterproof grease, Maxima racing oils. Okay, that feels all right.
This is because this one's from the
Okay,
this one is pretty sure this is steel by the way it feels.
spinning good. Set that one right over there. Okay, now we need to put this assembly back down in there. Try to.
This is
And I think I used, those were the shocks. I think I missed the hole. Yep. Or did I miss something else? So those over there, those two were the shocks. And I could have swore these were the ones for the bottom. No, those did not come out of the bottom. Those were the, where did I get those out of, guys? Help me out here. I think I got them from, I don't know where at the moment. It'll come to me. But we can tighten that back down. Kind of hold it in place. I think the that spare tire thing went back in there. These went into the front. That's where those went. So on this back side, well, the front side, as you're looking at these two holes right here. loosen that back up back here. So this can move a little bit. Okay, now we can put our sway bar back on. Man. Okay, and probably ought to put our drive shafts back in before I put those back on. Tell you what, that one was acting like it was kind of stripped. So let's see if we can. Oh man, I'll bet you, just like on that Pirate, I'll bet you that is screwed down in through that. I don't even know what the hell those things are called. The barrel thing. Okay, why is this not unscrewing from there? I can't imagine that comes with a screw through it. But you can, I don't know if you can tell, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but the barrel thing is spinning with the screw. Okay, well, we'll see if we can get it in there with the other driver. But it was acting like it was kind of stripped. Well, even if it is kind of stripped, even if it was to come loose, I can't see it coming out because I can't even get the screw out of it. So I am not overly concerned with that. But I have a sneaky suspicion that even this other drive shaft isn't going to fix that problem. we'll see. Okay. All right, so we got that. We can put our shocks back on. Okay, guys. It looks like the center hole. I paid absolutely zero attention to what hole that came out of. Just trying to get it started. It's not wanting to start. Okay, there's that one. For all you folks down in Florida, hope you do okay. That storm's coming, that hurricane. Howdy Mama is stuck down there. And I'm stuck up here in crappy Indiana. Okay, so we got that. We can put the back tire assembly on. I don't remember. I think them longer screws went in the front, I think. Where are the other front ones going? Yeah, they're going into there. Honestly, I don't remember. Well, I kind of answered that. It's the long ones. So if you take yours off and you forget the long ones for the rear tire thing, the tire holder, the long ones go in the back. You're probably all sitting there telling me, yeah, you goober. Then I will use that nut driver to tighten that one back up. Check that one. Okay, then we got the two screws in the front. Okay, so now let's get the body, or the bottom, or the other side of it. You guys know what I mean. And we're going to need those 4 screws. We've got to finagle the duh. I'm sitting here, I was like, why is this not going on there right? We got to put the drive shaft or the clutch back in. So we'll spin that around to where it's on the flat side. Then we're going to take okay, where's my set screw? Oh, there it is. Grab the wrong one. I don't know, man. I just ain't got warm, fuzzy feeling. You know, if I do get this thing working, I probably ought to go and order another center shaft. See if I can hold that there and do this with my left hand, which most times to me is worthless. I do believe this tool is stripping out, and I ain't kidding you. No, it wasn't that long ago I bought this set. It's okay, next time I'm down at Harbor Freight, I'll see if they've got some. Okay, we're going to put our little doohickey thing back in. This little cap. And it does go, it is slotted, so it goes a particular way. Okay, so that's down in there. We're on the bearing. Let's put this thing on. Yeah. Put a couple screws down in it just to hold it in place. Well, the thing of it is, if at this point it still ain't working, then what the heck can it be? I reckon we're going to cross that bridge when we come to it, right? I would think that the slipper clutch would be pre-adjusted from the factory, you know, to the proper tension. Let's see what it does. On and on. That wheel needs tightened down for one. Well, we're going to run with that. We'll put the battery in. I gotta find where I put the clips. I don't know where I even put the clips. Let's see here. I think I put them over on this old tray. Well, I got two of them over here, and that's all I need. Yeah, because the body, yeah, you got two clips in the front and two clips in the back. And I need to adjust my screws. At some point, I need to tighten that tire. So let me get my 7mm. Because I still need to see if I've got a little whatchamacallit to put inside those box screws, some box drivers, because I can't get the sockets down in there. They've got like a rib on them. I think you can't really see it. Oh, maybe you can. I don't know. If I do it at the right angle, you might be able to. I don't know if it's showing it, but down in there. Yeah, I think you might be able to see it there. There's like a little lip, and all of them have it. And I ain't kidding you that, well, let's see here. Let's zero this out. Stick this down in here. Maybe 1.5 millimeters down, and it's preventing this tool, this box thing, you can't get it over the freaking nuts. Okay, what do we want to do? I guess I need to put some front tires on it. I do have some, I 3D printed some wheels. I'll show you here in a sec. And I think they'll work okay. I did buy another set of rims for this. Yeah, sometimes getting used over these hex things is a real pain in the butt. It's like, see, like that one doesn't even feel like it's on. And if you don't get them on, that's one surefire way to strip them. And you can't really see down there. That was close. I'd rather see it slide over it instead of. There we go. Kind of popped in. And these are nylock screws, but you get one of these, check your screws often. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if it how it does. Well, shooting rocks everywhere. Move you guys over here. Actually, we'll just go over this way and open the other garage door up. I mean, the slipper could possibly be a little bit tighter. Ooh. But she's running. Yeah, I mean, it could be maybe tightened up a hair if you want to do more wheelies, but I'm fine with it like this. At least it's going now. Brakes are working. All right, guys. Well, you got to see the slipper clutch installation. Throwing some rocks. You got to see the rear diff replacement. And honestly, I don't see anything wrong with the old one. Bring you back over here. Still got it running. Yeah, here. I mean, here's the other slipper. Right here. And man, guys, I just and that was 7 points, so I need to tighten this down because it was 7 point, I think it was 7.3 millimeters. And I'm not sure what size that was. I think this is maybe a 4 or 5. Let's see here, let's try a 5. No, that's a 6. So it must be a 7 or an 8. I think it's an 8. Yeah, it's an 8. So, before I forget, and I got you guys here still, we'll clamp onto this and we'll crank it down to 7.3. You know what? If that even goes to 7.3, zero my thing out. I don't know what is up with this thing, man. I think I need a new caliper. See, this one's only tightening down to 8, almost 9. No, that's actually going to be a little more than that. 10. So that's 10.8 millimeter. And I can't tighten that spring down anymore. So was that the problem? Because from that nut to the back of that, I think what did I say we measured? Like 7.3 millimeters, something like that. And before I lose this darn thing, this one here, I've got that thing tightened all the way down. You can see from this nut here to that, that's almost, what did I say, almost 11 millimeters. So maybe there is an issue with this thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm at a loss with that one, but I will keep it because the green part is actually the clutch material, you know, and I can still use the end, the cap there, the screw, but I don't know why this one is not going down as far as the one we just got, and you can't really, I'd have to take this top piece right here, I'd have to take this back off, and then it's got that little cap over top of it, and maybe that's it, man. I don't know, but you know, it's working for now. So let's see how long the Rocket actually runs. What we can do is, we got the body over here. And I got them screws here somewhere. There they are. So I have to hook this back up. We have to hook our light back up. We have to put our little fake shocky things for the little air hose things here. Let me get you back over here. There you go. That way you can at least see what I'm seeing. Where's my driver? And of course it's 2.5. Still got it in the drill. Alright, we'll spin it around. Get our other screw going. Okay, we got that on. Put our little hose thing connectors back on. I know I've really ragged on this thing, and I think rightfully so, but I do like the body on it and the way it looks, and that it came with the LED lights and, you know, all that stuff. I mean, I think it's a cool looking little car if we can just get it to run reliably and not break down. Okay, now one thing I do want to do at some point, the power switch, which I'm holding in my left hand here, it doesn't go anywhere. There is no place in here to mount it. It's just flopping around, and that just kind of bugs me. So I don't know, but we got that on there, and I could probably loosen those screws up in the back just a tad. So they're not so tight. There we go. And that's it. Alright, don't need to do a bash it video on it because I think I've already showed you guys it running. I will clean up my crap and call this a day and a win, and probably give this thing a serious bath. Get my ramp out maybe this afternoon, do some jumping on it, see how it holds up, and report back. So thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of it. Like I said, hopefully this kind of solves some of these issues, and with the upgraded front steering parts, hopefully this thing will stop freaking breaking, you know, because, I mean, you got to admit, it looks freaking cool. I mean, minus the cat hair and cat webs and spider webs and webs and a half. It's a pretty sharp looking little thing. It's got the LED lights in the front, it's got the light bar, you know, it's got the lights in the back, and, you know, we'll take it from there. But anyway, you know, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me a subscribe, whatever. I got more projects coming down the road, so, and it's not RC cars. So, see you on the next one, guys. Have a good one.